Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already knew that because you attended makeup school and that's what it said on the syllabus. Okay, in this video we're going to be doing this beautiful look. I hope you can see it. It's super bright in here, so I don't know if you can see the hollow, the iridescence we have on the brow bone and the intercorners of the eyes. But I am loving this look. I am loving this lip, and I'm loving this bonnet. She cute, right? I am going to take it off and I am going to show you what's under it at some point in time, but for right now I'm loving the bonnet beauty. Okay, hashtag bonnet beauty. But yes, I hope you're excited to see how I did this look. I know I'm excited to show you, and without further ado, let's roll that beautiful I was almost about to say beans. Let's roll that beautiful buffet footage, and I will see you all in the next video. Love you all. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already knew that. Let's get right into this look. So I'm coming to you with a full face of makeup done, and I have one eye finished, and we are going to do this eye look, and then we're going to do some lips. Okay, so for this look I actually pulled out the Beauty Bay neutral palette, one of my favorites. I did pick up 4 of these palettes at the same time. I got Midnight, which is the blurple palette, Earthy, which is the green palette, Berry, which are berries, and then the neutral. And of all of them, I was expecting the Earthy to be my favorite, but actually Miss Neutral came in with slot 1, and then a close second was the Midnight palette with the blurples. Okay, but I really enjoy this palette because while it is very neutral, you get some nice berry and mauve tones in here, and I love a palette that's going to give me a multitude of browns, especially with different undertones. So in this look we're going to use a little bit of the more subdued shades. We are working with the like plummy purple on the bottom, very subtle though, and then we're going to also use my Suva Beauty Toppers palette because like I said, I want to get some use out of this and see how we can use it. So as you can see, I've got a very bright hollow iridescent blue going on in there, bluish purple, and that's what we're going to be using with this. Okay, and also I forgot to pop on a brow bone shade, so using the Suva Beauty, I'm going to go into Lemon Drop. And I found with this formula, you kind of want to like get it on the brush and then kind of like press it in to the skin. I feel like if you don't press it in, it's very chunky and it wants to just kind of flake off. So this way you really gotta kind of like force her to lay down, to sit down, as my grandmother used to say. So I'm just gonna take my blending shade back and kind of get that in formation. All right, so there we go. All right, so I do like a really bright brow bone. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye. We're using the Juvia's Place Eye Prime in shade 2. I'm just using my beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender, my little paw sponge. And I'm gonna use this to prime my eyeball all the way up to the brow bone. Oh my God, my husband's making soup right now and it smells so good. All right. So how you guys doing? Doing pretty good. Having a good time. Having a good time. All right. So with the Beauty Bay palette, and I don't really know if it's important to tell you what shades I'm using, but just in case you are following along and you have this palette, I'm going to use the shade Pecan. Is it pecan, pecan? I like saying pecan. That's fun. I want to use the shade Pecan. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop that into the crease. As you can see, it's quite dominating right there, just right in the crease. And we're not really going for too much of a winged out shape, slightly winged out, but I don't want it to get blown out too far. So I'm just going to start with the actual socket of the eye. I was so worried that I wasn't going to remember what shades I was using, but then I was like, well, don't use a ton of shades and then you won't forget. So I decided to go a little bit softer and use a few less shades than I was initially thinking, and I think it came out beautifully. I sometimes feel like I have a hard time with like softer makeup. This was pretty easy, and it looks kind of soft. Yeah, I'm gonna take that same shade Pecan And we're gonna bring that down towards the lower lash line and just connect it here. And I'm bringing that up quite high, kind of like feathering it up so that it's nicely faded upwards towards the brow bone. And bringing that in towards the inner portion of the brow as well. Like that. Now I'm going to go into the shade Iris, which is kind of like this, kind of like muted plum shade. It's a little murky, and that's gonna go under the entire lower lash line, including on top of the color pecan. It sounds like I'm saying peacock, but pecan, pecan, pecan. Yeah, I like pecan better. All right. Beautiful, love that. Very simple. And like I said, this is a palette that it's very shocking. Like you're like, oh, this is gonna be very boring. And then you get the shades in your eyes and you're like, these are actually quite stunning. All right. And then I'm going to go in with two of the shimmers. We're gonna be working with the shade Trophy right here. And that is going to go on the outer portion of the lid. And it's a very subdued shade. Like, I don't know how to explain this palette. Like, the colors are kind of hard to explain, but they're extremely pretty. The formula of these shimmers, though, I would almost say that they're more satin than anything. They're not really shimmery, they're more satin. But they are very pretty, and they have a slightly putty-like texture. I don't know if you can see, but it like kind of indented, and it's not flaky. It's more putty-like than anything, though it's not wet, if that makes any sense. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Bangle, which is this beautiful like pinky champagne-y shade, and that's going to go on the inner portion of the lid right there. I always kind of do a slightly cut crease action here like that. All right, and believe it or not, guys, but that's all the eyeshadow that we're doing. Okay, and excuse me, I just gotta dab my nose here. Like I said, I am trying so hard to keep my nose nice and moisturized because it's so dry. But then sometimes I get extra juicy, just too runny. Anyways, you didn't even know all that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the Suva Beauty Toppers palette. We're gonna go into the shade Cotton Candy, which is this iridescent blue. It's too bright in here for you to, like, it makes it look like holographic and like weird. But it's a beautiful shade, and we're just gonna put that right in here. My finger is too big. We'll use this one. There we go. I just thought that would be a cool placement, you know, a little bit out of the ordinary. You see? It's a little bit out of the ordinary, but very pretty. This also has a very dry formula. That's weird. It feels very dry. Like when I do this, I can hear like scratching. That's weird. I already know what we're gonna do next with this, okay? So that is the eyeshadow look. Very easy, very simple, very boom bam, you know? Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to pop on some liner. I'm using a LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. This is the shade Fresh. And I'm just gonna line my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Falsies. I always do it upside down. I don't know why I think the handle's supposed to be the gray part. Oh my God, you know what I realized? I didn't take any pictures of the 2 eye looks that I did. Oh well. The video will have to be enough. My bad. I got too excited. I was like, no, it's time to do the second look. All right, that is the finished eye look. Oh, wait, just gotta pop on my brow bone. Again, using the shade Lemon Drop. And pressing that in. Because like if you don't press it in, it's just flaky. Look, it just flaked right out of my eyebrow because I didn't press it in there. All right, I'm gonna go back in a little bit with Pecan just to get that brow shade in formation here. Oh, I love the iridescence. That's beautiful. All right. So now let's go ahead and do our lip, and I will come to you with the finished look. For our lip, because in the next video I'm going to be doing a bunch of lip swatches and lip looks for my mom, I'm just going to show you the signature lip I've been doing, okay? And I would use the Nima Tang, but I'm really saving her. But I figured just like any dark brown like brow pencil should probably work, and it did. So that is what we are going to do. So again, I've got a little bit of lip balm on, but we're using a brow pencil. This is a brow pencil that I didn't like for my brows, but it's in, I don't know, pretty sure it's, this is this, wasn't I just holding one? One day I will stop doing ASMR in y'all face. Whatever. It's a dark brown or black pencil. I'm just going to line my lips with this, and then we're going to use the Minted Peach Please, okay? This is my favorite combo right now. So I just line on top of my lip line. My lips have like a little bit of a shelf. I don't know if you can see. And so I just line on top. So it looks like I'm overlining my lips, but I'm not. And then my lower lip, my actual lip line is like under my lip. So like right there. So that's what I line. And my lips are not symmetrical. They are not perfectly shaped. But they are moisturized and exfoliated. So, silver lining. But anyway, so yeah, this is how I do my now signature lip, okay? Very easy, very basic, and I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, girl, but it did. But we are finally here, okay? It took us a long time, but we finally reached our destination, all right? So then, again, I'm going in with Peach Please. Which just melts into that black and brown shade and creates the softest, almost mauve. Now this would look 10 times better if somebody would have dermaplaned and got rid of her mustache. But she did not, so we're just gonna ignore it because we're friends, and that's what you do for friends. You ignore their mustache. And say, oh girl, your skin is so smooth, you ain't got no pores or no mustache. Looking good, friend. And that is the finished look. I will see you all in the next video, but it's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, but you already knew that because that's what it said on my report card when I showed y'all all my A's. I got an A in eyebrows, I got an A in lashes, I got an A in lipsticks. Yeah. I got an A in makeup school, okay? But I will see you in the next video, and until then, it's been me and it's been you, and it's been a great time, all right? See you soon. Bye.